Hey guys, before we get started here, I just wanted to give you a quick disclaimer. I had some issues with my video capture setup when I made this video. So the direct video capture that you see is actually a different video capture that I did after I filmed the video. So what you see when I'm filming the monitor versus what you see in the capture are going to be different. Anyway, thanks for watching. Greetings and welcome back to 50 Shades of Beige. Tonight we're continuing our iGPU versus Hogwarts Legacy series. I suppose this is part 3, and by request we're having a look at the Ryzen 7 5700G. It's got 8 cores, 16 threads. I believe it's the Vermeer architecture, so it's an AMD monolithic design, APU design. It's pretty recent. We've also got a RTX 3060, 24 gigs of VRAM, and a 360mm AO cooler. And yeah, I'm not sure if you can quite see under there, but it's really quite the system. More than enough to manage our 65-watt APU. If you have a look there, yeah, it's pretty decent cooling setup there for the 5700G. I just got done running a quick 3D Mark Time Spy benchmark just to make sure the system performance is in line with other systems that include the same specs. I don't want to have some sort of weird bottleneck or something before we start our benchmarks. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Running at 720p, I've got FSR 2.0 up on Ultra Performance, which brings our render resolution down to, I believe, 427 by 240, which is awfully low. The one nice thing about running the Gigabyte Aorus Master motherboard is we've got some sweet BIOS options for the APU, so I was able to set UMA, or Unified Memory Architecture, buffer size for the graphics portion of the APU, which is nice. So I've actually got the game optimized unified memory allocation here. If you look at the Riva statistics tuner, you'll see that we've got 1 gigabyte of dedicated VRAM, and we're running 24 gigs of DDR4 3200 on top of that. So we'll see how it goes. Let's go ahead and get loaded up here and see what we've got. Alright, as we can see here, we're averaging about 17 FPS in this cutscene. That's still pretty low. I'd like to say that maybe it's kind of a little playable, but it really isn't, and I don't know that we should set the resolution any lower than it is. This really is a best case scenario for the 5700G. I've got a fresh install of Windows. I loaded in all the latest drivers. I don't have anything running in the background besides Afterburner and Riva Statistics Tuner. Needless to say, the Aorus Master motherboard and the 360mm AIO are overkill as well, so I can't imagine it gets any better than this for the 5700G. You can see our temperature is nice and low, and the game is still kind of a slideshow and it looks like garbage. It is what it is. It's better, it's definitely better than the UHD 730, but it's still not great. And with that being said, we can probably extrapolate from here that the good old Athlon 3000G, along with the 5600G and the 3400G, are probably not going to be much better. Well, they're definitely not going to be any better. If you'd like me to try them, I'd be happy to, but I think it's fair to conclude you'll need an RDNA APU to really have a good chance of running this game, at least at any resolution that's worth looking at. Anyway, I guess that'll do for the AMD APUs. I'm going to be testing some more hardware here. Like I said in my last video, I've got a great deal of different kinds of hardware to test out. I've got machines on machines on machines. I am drowning in silicon.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water. Please help me. Here too much raining.
If there's a graphics card or CPU or a combination therein that you want me to test, please leave a comment down below. I'm thinking maybe next we'll try an AMD Hawaii graphics card, like an R9 390. Some of those cards have better support for DirectX 12 than others. I know some of them have limited implementation, so I'll have to look into that. And also, we're definitely going to try out the AMD RX 6600 because I had a request for that. So the 6600 video will be up tomorrow, and we'll have a look at AMD's current low end and see how it compares to the higher end of their previous stuff like GCN1 and GCN2 cards. So your RX 480s, 580s, and R9 390s, just to see how those line up, and maybe we'll do a head-to-head with the ARC A770 and the RTX 3060 Ti after that. So hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and keep a lookout for the next video. We'll see you soon.